I'm building the other domain I got from last Member of the Month prize. Okay, so someone from our group that won Member of the Month, and they used the
Yeah, I know who it
prize
is for
money
sure
to
now.
buy one of our domains. Okay, so I'm building the other domain I got from last Member of the Month prize. So when I do a redirect in a few weeks, months, creating topical relevancy both, I hope it will benefit from the age domains link. Since I started on a new domain, the branding was really important for me. Man, my brain just turned off for that like entire thing. Um, I
I can't read the question because I can't. I for whatever reason it's not sharing since you recalled
oh
me. It's not sharing
shoot,
the
my
screen.
bad. Here, let me just do that real
Oh,
quick.
it's you.
Yeah, I probably just
Nice,
didn't do it. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna
nice.
read it one more time. I'm building the other domain I got from last Member of the Month prize, so when I do a redirect in a few weeks, I hope it will benefit from the age domains links. Okay, so he this is a domain he's working on. He won the prize and he bought a domain from us, and he's gonna redirect it sometime soon. Um, so he's hoping that will help it when he eventually does it. Um, so yeah, I guess he wanted to keep this one because he says the branding was really important for him. I just looked at Google Search Console today and performance halved. I mean, hosting, and maybe this is a fallout from. I changed hosting, and maybe it's a fallout from that, since I went from managed to self-managed and maybe screwed something up. Um, let's go ahead and remove some of this. Uh, So if you could help me diagnose if there's a problem, that would be great. Yeah, it's going to be hard. We're not going to be able to diagnose if there's a hosting problem for you. But it can happen where you switch hosts and stuff can get a little weird. It does look like Ahrefs is showing your traffic as falling. We'll look into things a bit and see what's going on. And yeah, hopefully nothing too crazy with your host. Um, So yeah, just looking at the
Um,
Ahrefs graph real quick, things do look like they're falling. Keywords look like they're falling a bit. The good news is you were never really up very high. DR is still very low. UR is low. 93 referring domains. We'll check those out in a bit. 21 traffic. Not much keywords quite yet. 166. How big was the site?
around
Um,
40,
47.
50.
Yeah, about 50 indexed URLs or so. So not too big of a site yet. Um, what were you gonna say?
Just typically, like when we dive in here and automatically see that there's 92 referring domains, your UR and DR, DR is zero point 0.2. That's incredibly low.
Yeah, it's
So,
kind of a little bit
we're
of a
looking at
mismatch.
referring domains that are probably not very high end. That's automatically like kind of a telltale sign that, all right, the link profile is lacking somewhere.
Yeah, this does not
And
look natural.
then,
I don't know what this stuff is.
yeah, jumping directly into anchors. Your number one anchor is an exact match with 43 referring domains, and it is not, the URL is branded, has nothing to do with that. The
What are you
second,
doing here, man? You're in our group. We preach this stuff every day. What's going on, man? We,
yeah, this is not natural. A lot of exact match or long tail keywords, no branded, no naked URL, really. Not the kind of stuff that you want to see.
looks like you got some kind of cheap like wiki blast on Fiverr or something. Some
Yeah.
different like wiki
Now,
sites and
good news about this is it's probably pretty easy to remedy just by homepage, natural anchors with quality links, niche edits, guest posts. This can be maybe like sort of pillowing. You probably could still stand to do some pillowing. But again, just to the homepage, naked branded, that kind of stuff. Because the site itself actually, like as I'm going through it, looks all right. And you're still ranking for, according to Ahrefs, 233 keywords, so that's a good amount of movement for such low DR and such a spammy looking link profile. You don't, I,
and
yeah,
he's
there is
not
a
an
plug
MLB by the
actually.
way. I don't know why I
Okay.
recognize the site, but not.
And then if I'm remembering correctly, the domain that you bought with that prize money, I think was a .co.uk, and I
Oh, I know
thought you
who
were
this
located
is.
in a different place. And I remember when you said that you were going to use that, and I think I know which domain it is. Go ahead and inbox me if you want, so that I can make sure that I know what I'm talking about. But I think what you were going to use was a .co.uk domain in a completely different niche as a 301. And now that I'm seeing this site, I'm like, it's probably not something that I would use to try and promote this, but maybe I don't remember what's on the backlink profile of that, but I thought it was a completely different niche altogether.
Yeah, you wanna get your 301s as relevant as possible, right? That's going to increase the chances that they actually work. Um, the closer in relevance, the better. Um, you know, I guess it depends how broad you go with this. You could get like pretty kind of just like go super broad with like culture, um, or there's some
Yeah,
other
but that
types of maybe like
the one
music
the one I
or.
think he got was food related,
Hmm,
like food and drink, if I remember correctly.
gotcha. Yeah, maybe not too good of a fit if it's the same thing. Um, but yeah, so as far as the off page goes, it doesn't, I filtered out through your links and not really anything in there that we would consider a quality link type yet. They are relevant, which is good, but it kind of just looks like some kind of Fiverr kind of like spam pack you got, which is not bad. In Nick's case study, at the beginning of the link building for the affiliate site he was working on, you can see him do stuff where he kind of
Yeah, I
works
like
this type
spam.
of stuff in. I mean, you don't think so?
But
One
no,
word?
yeah, I like spam. I mean, but
Yeah,
homepage and generic anchors, you're not using spam or pillow links for exact match stuff, which is,
true,
what
which is
happened
what it
here.
looks like he's done here. Yeah,
But again, I think Google's gotten pretty good at ignoring this kind of stuff.
yeah.
Just go with quality to the homepage till you see that graph shoot back in the direction. It seems like you're probably in a pretty low competition niche. Um, and if that's the case, then it might be pretty easy to remedy what's going on here. But you're not going to know until you prod.
Let's go take a look at one of his blog posts.
Yeah,
See what's going
I
on.
see that it's like ranking primarily in the U.S., and I thought he was located in Brazil.
Well, I think it's for I think it targets everyone, like
Okay,
because
it's
I talked to him
courses.
about this project a little bit.
Okay.
Um, as far as there's a bunch of weird stuff going on here. I've never seen this before with your H tags. Do you have SEO Minion, Nick?
Yeah.
Look at his H tags in SEO Minion. I've never seen this. A bunch of like HTML in the H tags. But anyway, yeah, you're probably gonna want to clean up your H tags. You got a bunch of like
What
weird.
page are you on? Are you like looking through the blog?
I'm just on one of the blog pages. I guess I can go check and see if another one has the same stuff going on. I just checked on like the first blog post I saw down there. Looks like this other one I'm looking at doesn't have the same thing going on, but it's also got like some blank H1s, which is also weird. It's got an
Yeah, I
H4 at
see
the
that.
top with his brand in
Oh, we're
it.
on the same page. Yeah, I see that too.
Um, Yeah, so you might want to kind of clean up your H tags a little bit. Not sure. Might also want to chill with the bolding a little bit. Um,
Yeah, there's a lot of bolding. Makes it hard to read.
yeah, overall, this is not as important for SEO, but the layout of your site, it's all like centered and stuff. Go and you're gonna want to like left align it. Just make it look like a normal blog or whatever. Let me see if there's other pages like that too. I guess that's the one blog post. All the text is centered. I guess the other one isn't. Some of these look better than others,
Nice and random.
but on some of them it ends up just looking like kind of like walls of text. It's not, as far as like the user experience goes. Some people might not like this too much. Are you seeing any interlinking going on?
No. Or, well, where does this go? Well, I guess some, but this is an interlink that is a whole paragraph. Actually. Literally like probably 40 plus words.
Okay, now he's got some interlinking.
Two
But yeah,
two
these are,
interlinks on this page, and they're both literally paragraphs. And one is a probably an H tag. Let's see.
yeah, so it looks like on
Yeah,
this
it's a
one article
title.
I'm looking
It's an
at,
H3.
this one article I'm looking at, it's like, what is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And
yours are
then it's like
cleaner
you're
than
trying
the
to
ones
like
I'm looking
sell,
at.
like you're like hard selling, like really fast in the article, really trying to like link to a bunch of your, courses and your services and blah, blah, blah. Um, it seems like a bit like heavy-handed. Google might see this as, basically not helpful content, right? So like a user comes to this page trying to learn about something and they're just being bombarded instantly with a bunch of links to stuff you're trying to sell them, rather than doing it in a more natural way, spread out through the article. Uh, yeah, just not hitting them with like, 10 links right here in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like all the links, I feel like there is internal linking, but I feel like the internal linking is done like pretty bad. Uh,
Yeah, it's
like you need
comes
to
off as spammy.
figure out, yeah, it's very spammy. Like you need to figure out a way to link contextually within the paragraphs of information in a natural way, rather than saying like, hey, go buy this, or like, hey, check this
Yeah.
service out now. Um,
Or
there,
like a bunch of questions. Like I'm seeing a bunch of questions here.
yeah, and you don't need
Like two
like,
sentences,
yeah.
both of them questions, and that's the inner link that goes. Like, try and be more concise. You're speaking to a robot, right? Um,
Use
so instead of
keywords,
trying to
use
get so
keywords.
long tail, just use keywords. Yeah.
Yeah, like this one I'm looking at is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like almost like 20 words, like a 20-word anchor.
Yeah.
It's like a full sentence with a comma in it.
Yeah, and the majority of them are like that, right? So like, there's a lot of confusion there. There's a lot of fluff that a robot's going to be like, you want to be concise. You want to say this is what the page is about, and you're not trying to sell the robot on where you're sending it. It just has to make sense to what that page is about and what you want it to rank for, right? So be concise,
Mhm.
especially with your interlinking.
Yeah, so I think my main advice for you for this one would be to kind of try to go back to basics. And before you start trying, like, first I would eliminate from your mind trying to sell anything to anybody. And so first approach your article as, so the article I'm looking at is like, what is blah, blah, blah. So first go and just look at some other articles that people have written on the same thing. And you'll notice that, they're designed to just be very helpful and informational to the user, right? They're not just trying to sell stuff all the time. So for informational stuff like this, you do want to eventually redirect them to, your money pages, your other types of content. But it just needs to be in a much more like natural way. And so yeah, I would really focus, kind of go back to basics a little bit on this content, focus on user experience and providing what someone who actually finds your keyword would want to be reading. And then with a very light touch, you can do some of this other stuff. But as far as it goes right now, it's just, I feel like this is something Google, like even if it was optimized well, which I'm not sure if it is, but if it was, I feel like it could be something Google, like you might eventually get some rankings and then you would get hit like very hard in an algo update. What do you think about that, Nick?
Yeah, agreed.
And I guess we could look at Eat real quick as well. We got a contact page, privacy policy terms, cookie. Cool, it's got some stuff going on here. Not really saying much for socials or anything. Yeah, it's got an address. That's good. So it looks like Eat, you're actually doing some stuff.
Socials.
But yeah, not seeing any socials.
Worthwhile.
Not does have an About Us page, does have a team page. So it looks like he's actually got Eat on here, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really seeing any like people behind this or anything. Might want to, here's some socials. Yeah, I might want to, guess you could do a little more as far as like actually getting some like people on here. But yeah, Eat definitely has some stuff going on. So I would say the main things I would focus on is kind of what you're doing like with your content. And yeah, I'd really focus on just, first of all, providing useful content for the user. Second of all, making sure your on page is dialed down and just, you don't have to do anything crazy with it. Just like normal, very basic layout, H1 at the top, then you just H2, 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 H2. You can break the H2s up with some H3s if that H2 has some subtopics or whatever. And just keep it nice and simple from there. Focus on providing good content for the user. And then you can go in and add some inner links to your more important stuff, but make sure it's super natural and you're not just trying to just like ram it down their throats. You have anything else to say on this one, Nick?
No, solid ending there.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.